Hello there, welcome everybody. It's Diorama Don here yet again. And the subject this time is a German street, a bombed out German street. Now the more keen-eyed among you will maybe recognise the shape of the buildings. I am inspired by some of these companies that make the resin buildings. I haven't copied it exactly, but it is based on one of the resin kits that you can buy, and this is just an alternative to show that you can make it from cardboard and polystyrene. It doesn't have to be you don't have to spend lots of money. And the street lamp also I made, which I will show you how to make in the next video. I'll put my half track on there. So I wanted to put a tank there, but it was just too big. But anyway, this is my German street. So if you continue watching the video, I will show you how I went about making it. Okay, so I'm using 2mm cardboard as usual. You can stick thin pieces together to make up 2mm, or buy it as it is. With a sharp knife, it's very easy to cut. Just 2 passes with a sharp knife, and you'll cut through it. So I've cut two shop fronts. I'm trying to make it as simple and easy as possible. So no corners, just the frontage of 2 shops. Okay, so we've got that. So we need the thickness of the walls now. Obviously 2mm is not going to be thick enough for walls. So I've got 3/4 polystyrene. Actually, that's a little too thick. 1/2 inch would be better. But I've only got 3/4, so that'll do. So that sits on the front, and just mark out onto the polystyrene and cut the same shape out. Okay, on both. This will be the final finish of this shop, but this one, there's going to be some brickwork exposed. So for this, I've cut another piece exactly the same, but then I can stick that over the top, and I can put my bricks in there and in there and in there, just to show the exposed bricks, and then I can put my render or whatever on there, and it will sit slightly proud of that one there, just to make it a little bit more interesting. And then the signage on the front will be something like that. Forget which way around that goes now. No, that way. So another piece on there for the signage, and a piece top and bottom, and the same on there. So that's basically what the 2 shops will look like. So I'll stick the cardboard to the polystyrene, which is possible to do. Just put it onto the cardboard, put the hot melt glue onto the cardboard, and wait 5 or 6 seconds, and then put it onto the polystyrene and wiggle it around a bit. You'll have to be quick because it does dry quite quickly, but that will stick cardboard to polystyrene. Then I've got my homemade bricks. This is brick coloured grout on a ceramic tile. I should write all this down first, shouldn't I? So the grout is spread out onto this ceramic tile, about 1.5 to 2mm thick. I allowed that to dry for about an hour, and then I mark out all my bricks on there, about 4mm by 8mm, something like that. That's about a 1/35 scale of house brick. Then left it overnight to dry, and now I've just got to ease them off the tile, and I've got plenty of house bricks then. And that's the size of it. There's two there. Thought it was a bit big. That's the size of a house brick. You see how small it is. Yeah, I'll put all the bricks, the necessary bricks that I need in my space there, and there, and yeah, come back and see what it looks like. Quick update then. I've put the cardboard onto the polystyrene, given it a coat of wall filler and water, just to give it a base then, or a key if you like, for whatever I put on the top, whether it be a paint or another different coloured grout. But the key is there for me to do either. Put the little bricks on where the render has broken at the top there, and on this one, that way around. That's it. So all I've got to do now is put my colour on the hoarding there and the rest of the building, and whatever colour I choose, top and bottom there, and then fill in the gaps on the bricks as mortar, and we'll see what it looks like then. Should be almost done. When it is, I'll put it onto a road, well, the path there, and a road with a tank. That the whole point is to show off a model tank. So and that's all there will be on it, just this broken two shop fronts. Okay, if you've got all that, you're a very clever person. Okay, I'll go ahead and do all that anyway. Come back and we'll see what it looks like. So pretty much finished the two shop fronts now. Put a brick coloured grout on the lower part there, a lighter ivory coloured grout on the top there, and just an ordinary grey grout on this shop. I wanted it a German sounding name for the lettering, but and I had to cut the letters myself. I cut them from very thin cardboard, which I don't mind doing, but I'm not going to do an O or a P or a B or anything difficult. So I had to limit myself to very easy lettering, I and E and K. So I don't know what it means. It means nothing at all, but it does sound Germanish, I think. And it was easy lettering to cut. So that's what I've ended up with. We've got the broken brick on the top, which I normally do, and the bricks that I stuck on there, so that looks fine. So what I need to do now is to weather it a little. I'm always going on about black washing, but I've never actually done it on camera. So I've got some black paint and mixed a lot of water with it. It's a very, very thin black paint. So what I'll do now is, much better if you could see, paint the whole thing. It may seem a bit dramatic, but when it dries, it looks all right. It will age the building and the bricks as well on the top. All right, That's looking good. I'll do inside the windows a bit later. I could do with a bit more. Now I'm going to work right-handed now. You may have noticed I'm a bit cack-handed. I think you get the idea. So when that's dry now, that will look very old and weathered and yeah, weathered. Okay, so that's that bit. For the base, I've stuck 2 pieces of 3/4 polystyrene together, cardboard on top as usual, and a frame of 2mm card round the sides. And just to make it a bit more interesting, I thought I'd put because the tank will sit here and the building's here. I thought it would make it look more interesting if there was a bomb crater. So easily done, just cut down into the polystyrene. I'll go over the top of that with grey grout, but I'll add a bit of black paint to it to make it a darker looking crater, and also the road. So I won't bother with a cobbled road because you won't see it when the tank's there. So it will just be a plain concrete road. So I'll do that, wait for my black wash to dry, and we'll see then. I think we'll be somewhere near finishing then. So I finished off the diorama now, fixed the shop fronts to the diorama base there. The black wash that I put on dried quite nicely. It looks quite nicely weathered now. Stuck a door in the doorway there, and the windows are supposed to represent a metal framed window frame. They're just a grid of toothpicks, very thin toothpicks. That's all I did for those. So that looks okay. Debris all around the road and the bomb crater there, that's just bits and pieces of leftover brick that I used for the brickwork on the front, and the broken brickwork on the sides there to show the broken walls. I think that's it. That's about all I've done. So I had intended to put my tank in the front there, but it was just too big. It covered up all the work that I've been doing for the last 2 days. So I thought, well, that's a waste of time. So it's going to have to be my trusty half track, trying to get across the bombed out road there. So that's the subject then of the video. Street lamp I made, that will be the subject of my next video. How to make a vintage street lamp. So keep watching, boys and girls, and you'll know how to make a street lamp. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching this video. There will be lots more coming up, so please subscribe to the channel and click that like button. Have a go yourself. Let me know how you get on. See if you can make a better job than me. Shouldn't be too difficult. So there we are. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And as always, I wish you happy modelling.